As a mother, you should say this to your daughter. My daughter, don't cause separation between your man and his siblings. It could be dangerous for you when they finally speak with one voice. Or you need to say, Samantha, my daughter, never ever should you cause a separation between your man and his siblings. Because one time when they will speak in one voice, it will be so dangerous for you, my daughter. So if you get married, make sure that your husband is in good terms with his siblings. You can also imagine someone gets married to your family as a mother. Then that woman separates your children. Imagine she comes into your home, then she causes a separation between the husband and the siblings. You will not be happy. So do to others what you will want to be done as a mother. Teach that to your daughter. Number 2, say this to your daughter. My daughter, I know that some of you girls don't wish to marry a man whose mother is still alive. You don't like to marry a man whose mother is still alive. Some of you girls. My daughter, don't ever think like that, like these other many girls out there. Don't ever think in such a way. If you do, well, I think your son's wife to be should start wishing you are dead. You know, I have had a lot of girls say, oh, I will never marry a man whose mother is still alive. Change that mindset in your daughter and tell her, my daughter, never should you think like that, because if you do, well, it's okay. But your son, who will get married at one point, guess what? The wife to your son will also start wishing the same, that she wishes you are no more. Number 3, say this to your daughter. My daughter, listen to me. When I married your father, he was as tiny as his salary, but I chose to grow with him. And today, those cars out there are some of the results of what we started so little together. And we are proud looking at them. We are proudly looking at them. So when say this to the, when I married your father, he was as tiny as his salary. He had nothing. But listen, I chose to marry him. And the cars you see out there, everything that you see, we have accumulated together. We have worked together to where we are. As a mother, say that to your daughter. Number 4, say this to your daughter. My daughter, there is this thing I see happening in your time. Some of your girls now get pregnant before the wedding. Well, it never happened in our time, because no matter what, we never opened our wraps before the wedding. We never opened our legs before the wedding. Tell your daughter to be careful, because a daughter who gets married, who has a big or a large body count, will always compare her husband to the exes. That's why in many times you hear some women say, my husband cannot satisfy me in bed. There's a case I was speaking to someone last week, and when I was telling the guy what the wife is saying, the guy told me, you know what, that lady is playing games. as if let us go home and tell her we need to try on the floor. Then I will satisfy her on the floor because we have never tried on the floor. That is a joke. But I thought the guy, what the woman is saying is graveyard, is serious. If you are sure that this is the woman that you want to spend your lifetime with, you need to listen to her. So all this woman is trying to tell the daughter is simple. My daughter, don't open your legs until you get married. Because you cannot marry a woman who has a large body count, and you as a man, you are even a virgin. You cannot compare the two. And some women have no patience to teach a man. They'll say, oh, I'm not your teacher. I'm not your mother to teach you these things. However, if you love someone, you will work together. Number 6, say this to your daughter mothers. We love you. My daughter, look up there. That is the wedding picture of your father and I. Look at him, smiling. I know you have seen it many times. But what you did not know is that your father was angry before taking this picture. I hope you find a man whose anger doesn't last the next day. The woman, look at you and say, you know those wedding pictures you see there? You can see your father smiling. But that guy was angry before we took that picture. And I hope you will find a man whose anger doesn't last till the next day. Like the Bible says, don't allow the sun to set before you forgive one another. Don't go to bed angry at your wife or your husband. Number 7, say this, moms. My daughter, when your father was riding a bicycle, I was always happy to hop on it and ride with him. Not because I didn't see those men in their little cars, but because my eyes also saw those men trekking to their farms. My daughter, when you see your father, when your father was riding a bicycle, in short, what the woman is trying to tell the daughter, be happy and contented with whatever little that you will have. Be happy. Be satisfied with the little that you will have. Be happy and be satisfied with your man. Number 8, my daughter, if you and your husband eat a little food with love, you both will be satisfied. Times are not always the same. Support him in every phase he is passing through. In every season, my daughter, support your husband. Having little is better than having nothing. So be happy with whatever little that you have. Eating a little food is better than eating nothing. Number 9, my daughter, don't ever close your laps to your husband in bed. Don't you ever close your laps to your husband in bed. The day he paid your dowry was the day you lost your will to do so. Don't be so. Don't be stiff and try to satisfy him, even if you were angry with him. All this woman is saying that what is simple. Never should you ever close your legs to your husband in bed. When you had an ability is before you got married to do so. But once he paid dowry, you are his, and please do everything. And don't just lay there like a log. Participate, even if you are angry with your husband. Number 10, my daughter, a man will respect you and be more proud of you if you are learned and not totally dependent on him. Strive to make your own money, and while you are at it, be humble. All the woman is teaching the daughter is be humble to your husband. In short, when you're humble, be submissive to your husband. That's what the mother is teaching the daughter. Okay? Number 11, my daughter, under the cocoa tree that I did meet with your father was open and good enough for our discussions. Yes, it was open and good enough if you understand what I mean. Number 12, my daughter, in our times we had sex, lakes, and farm possums to show our men. In fact, we had the finest ones, yet when we dress, we cover those parts of our body, not because we were not civilized, as you people would call it today, but because we know that the eyes of men are hungry. Men of them would only come, touch, and go their way. All the mother is telling the daughter is simple. My daughter, cover yourselves really well. Don't walk out there half naked. We were not civilized. As young people nowadays say, you were not civilized. Civilization had not come by then. But all the mother is teaching the daughter is to cover herself really well. Because even men don't like eating uncovered food. And when you walk out there half naked, what message are you sending to your man? Your man will not be happy, will not be proud of you. So character here is more important. Number 13, my daughter, there is this thing you girls now practice. They say it is feminism. They call it feminism. Well, you can prove to be equal to a man in the society, but please not in your marriage, because at my old age, I don't want to start counting your husbands. You know, feminism is good. What the mother is telling the daughter is simple. Men and the women can never be equal. You can try to prove so much to the society, to your friends, to the community, to everyone, to your cycle, that you and your man, you are equal, so you can really compete. No. What the lady is teaching the daughter is simple. A man and a woman can never be equal. When you're married, you can never be equal. The man is the head. Go read the Bible. A woman was created for men, but man was never created for a woman. Number 14, my daughter, marriage is not a rehabilitation center. If it is not good enough for you before marriage, nothing he does will be good enough after marriage. If your man you feel before marriage is not good enough for you, then even after you marry him, nothing that he will do will be enough after marrying you. So it's better you call it quit before you enter into a marriage. It's better to kill a relationship than to kill a marriage. Number 15. This is what a mom will tell her daughter. My daughter, you can see I still wear my nightgown. Yes, because to my husband, your father, I still want to look sexy. So take good care of your body. Look good for your man, and don't look like a grandma after giving birth. In short, what the mother is telling the daughter is simple. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Look good. Look sexy. Dress sexy. Look good. For your man, not every man. For your husband. Number 16. My daughter, I'm your mother, and still I am not interested in your coming to me always if anything goes wrong with your husband. Though nowadays I see some mothers controlling the homes of their sons and daughters, I would only say shame on them. All the mother is teaching the daughter is simple. Don't you ever be learning here in every misunderstanding to report to me. I have seen some mother-in-laws controlling their daughters' homes, their daughter-in-laws' homes, and I pity them. And this lady says, shame on them. Let what the woman is teaching the daughter, learn to agree to disagree. Learn to solve your differences with your husband. Not every time you have an issue that you come to we parents. That will make us lose some respect. And what the woman is teaching the daughter, not everything that you learn telling your friends and your colleagues, your spiritual men, spiritual mothers, when there is some misunderstanding between you and your husband. Number 17, my daughter, for you to have a peaceful home and well-trained children, have one voice with your husband. Join him to say no when he is saying no before the kids. But later, when you both are alone, you can breathe with him for a yes, if not. The children will see a loophole to misbehave, either to you or their father. In short, what the mom is teaching the daughter, never should you disrespect your husband before your children. Speak in one voice, but in private, correct your man. Persuade him if he can have a change of heart. And if not, support his no as an answer and support his yes when he says so. So speak in one voice for the sake of your children, for the sake of your betterment, because of the future of your children. Number 18, a mom should teach the daughter this. My daughter, if you choose to live together with a man that you are yet to be married to, and you are complaining that he hasn't proposed to you, or he already did. Whatever he said that made you start living with him was his proposal. So don't expect any other proposal to come. Number 19, my daughter, your generation does not see any pride in being a virgin before marriage. Teach your child that virginity is important. Imagine in those old days, people used to pay dowry because of virginity. So them as a mother, tell your daughter it's very important for you to maintain your virginity until you get married. It is a shame. Your father met me a virgin, and he brought more yams to my parents. And up till today, he is still proud of me when we discuss in that direction. My daughter, don't get married with a large body count. That man will not bring enough bride price for you. So maintaining your virginity until you get married, even your husband will respect you. Number 20, my daughter, I know that no one out there is complete, but when you are looking for your tall, slim, fair, and handsome, if he is a woman beater, please go for the short, fat, dark, and ugly. That will give you the respect you deserve as a woman. When you are looking tall, handsome, dark, wherever, if he is a woman beater, ladies and gentlemen, the mother is telling the daughter, you better choose the ugly, the short, who's not tall and handsome. Choose that, for he will give you peace and he will respect you. So what the mother is teaching the daughter is simple. Character to a man is very important. The character is what makes a man to be who he is. So long as he doesn't raise his arms to beat a woman, choose him, no matter how ugly, short, fat he may look. Number 21, last but not least, my daughter, know, learn, and respect the culture and the lifestyle of whoever you choose to marry. My daughter, know, learn, and respect the culture and lifestyle of whoever you choose to marry. In some part of Africa, you kneel down to greet your man's parents, while in some part outside Africa, you can even call them by their first names and ask for a handshake. So all the mother is teaching the daughter, there are so many cultures out there. You must learn and respect and be willing to accommodate culture differences. So no culture that is solidly written on a stone that cannot be changed. If you're coming from a different background, a different culture, then when you get married to your man, please respect their culture. That's what the mother is trying to teach the daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, for today, that's what I had for you. Moms, we love you so much. You are our first teachers, and teach your daughters, prepare them for tomorrow's life. Otherwise, there's some things you as mothers can tell your daughters or our sisters that no one else out there will be able to tell them. As a mom, what you tell your daughter is